Hello guys and welcome to Train Sim TV. You join me for the long awaited Cumbrian Coast Developer Diary 5. I was just looking back at when we last did our previous diary and it was actually 5 months ago. It was about 16th of June or 21st of June, something like that. I can't believe how long it's been since we actually did a video. It doesn't even feel that long. So I do apologise for the big gap in the videos on that. Mainly because of work related tie-ups really. I've been very busy with the JT stuff over the year, and the development of the Cumbrian Coast did slow down to it was a full halt for a good couple of months. I've literally last couple of weeks revived the project once more and started working, and what you're going to see here is a good chunk of scenery that has been placed in the last couple of weeks between Green Road and Millom. Also, there's a lot of terrain paint that's gone down, so the run up to Millom is virtually complete, bar a little bit of terrain paint on the estuary side, on the left hand side into Millom. Scenery wise, not far away from done at Millom. There's a little bit of work to be done beyond the station, just up to the first curve after the station, but what you're going to see is a very good amount of work that's gone in for the last couple of weeks, which is really good on my behalf. I'm really happy how quick we've got the work in. So we are at Green Road, as you see, so you'll have seen this before and you'll have seen this in the streams. This is literally where the main scenery got to from Barrow in our previous video and everything. A little bit of terrain paint to fill in here as well, and a bit of detail in the gardens, but all the finer details are going to come. But the main scenery, as you can see, has been placed along the last section for version 1. So we sort of got a little bit further up here, but it was very basic. There was nothing really in our last. If you watch our last developer diary, there was bits of this done. It was sort of like mapping out the fields ready for the scenery to go in. As you can see, all that detail has now been put in. As I say, terrain paint on this sort of section here on the estuary is still to go in, because I need to sort of like study the maps and see to try and make the right effect of the sand and all the marshland over there. So I'm gonna have a good bit of time spent on that at the end of the rest of the terrain painting on the routes. Terrain painting still has to be done on the south direction to meet up with I think the other bit of terrain paint sort of like finishes and sort of meets back up at Kirby and Furnace. Not a great deal to do, so there'll be a few evenings coming up over the next week or two to try and get this done, and then we can sort of progress and get Millom finished in all. So I'm just going to take you for a fly up here. The video's not going to be a massive one, it's just an update just to show you guys that the work has been done. There's been some progression reports on our Facebook page at On Track Simulation, just to show you guys that we have not forgotten about the route. It's just been a case that we've been really busy over the year at Just Trains. So it's not been possible to put the work into the project, but we've got there in the end. We've finally got this section nearly finished. It's great to see. I mean, I've streamed it earlier this week, so a lot of you guys will have seen the scenery side, but you wouldn't have really seen the terrain paint. I did that the night after the stream. I spent a full evening, and I also spent the full evening kit bashing Millom Station. So as you can see, Millom scenery is like nearly complete up to the station line. There's a little bit of there, and then the scenery needs to go to that next bridge, just sort of like there. It's just enough scenery really, so that when we sit down at the station at Millom, we're not looking into a blank set of land and floating roads and paths and stuff. It's just so we can finish that scene, so that when we sit here, we actually see scenery in our scenarios. Now, as you can see, Millom is not a custom station. Eventually I do aim to have custom stations on the route, but currently with the COVID pandemic, it's just not possible to go and research these stations for custom assets to be made. And we want these to be researched fully so that we get as much detail put into these as possible to go with the route. And sort of things that you can mention and note out areas. If you look at that footbridge, it's actually not in the right. It's not facing the right way. It should actually be flipped, so the legs, that direction of the leg should be on that side, and that one should be on this side. So it's just that with no footbridges in the game, that, to my knowledge, that replicate the one needed. So we've had to sort of make do with what we've got. It's better than nothing. I'm happy with the representation. it does the job for its purpose currently until we get a custom model made. And I've not scrimped on the detail. We've got all the stuff in there. We've sort of got the replica of the pub, the brewery on this station. So we've got the same sort of like style of layout and everything. It's just not it's not quite right with the colour schemes and stuff at the minute, but again, it does the job for now. Still a bit of detail go around this monument and stuff. There's some paths to put in there and bits and pieces. And again, as I say, this section's to be done here, mainly housing, so it's not a massive job. It's just dedicating a few hours each evening coming up to get it finished. But if I put the map on and just show you guys what's left to do, and you get a sort of idea what I've got to do. So there's houses and roads really. It's just and graveyards. It's not a massive job really. It's just it's fields from there on here as well. So it goes back into fields, moving up that way. Set on that side as well. It's just houses, so it's not a massive job. A couple of hours work either side each evening. Once I get going, it's quite quick really. Once I start placing stuff in. So once all that's done, we've just train painted everything going back to Cumbrian furnace. The next job will be to go do the more finer detailing on the track side. So we'll get all the bits of track equipment and stuff in, cable troughing and that sort of stuff. And then after that, and all that's done with, and we're happy, it'll be a case of we're going to get the track swapped, so that it matches up with the new JT track. So when time comes, we'll get that sorted. We'll get all the terrain painted underneath so that'll match up with the track properly, and then it will be scenario creation time. So we're not a million miles away from that stage, which is good to see. I mean, it's taken me nearly like 2 years to get to Millom. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would, but we are getting there. I'm very happy to see us get towards that finish line for the first version. I'll show you the map. So we start off down here at Barrow, travelling north up to Park South Junction, Frascam, Cumbrian Furnace, Foxfield, Green Road where we started our video, and to Millom. The drive time is about 30 to 40 minutes in the scenario, so you get a good run for the first version. And after we do that, I'm not too sure on the approach I'm going to take for moving forward. An idea I had was to move forward and just release it a station at a time. Just keep getting to a station, release a new section of that, and then just keep moving. Otherwise, it's going to be a long time before we get to the next stage where I would have done a section to Sellafield. I think working station sections at a time probably might be a bit more easier on myself rather than working to a big target. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on that one. I'm probably going to say I would have thought that you guys would like to see me do a station at a time because it means we get a bit more out each time, every so often. So we'll see. But yeah, again, as I say, it's not a massive video. It's just a case of me doing this just to show you guys where we're at and what's been done. To show you that the project hasn't died and been forgotten about. And also, I'm juggling Harrogate Loop version 2 with Lewis at the minute, revamping that. I'm going to probably do a video on that as well to show you guys what we've been revamping. There's lots of stuff been going on in the background with that. Lewis has been working on Leeds and Holbeck area. I've been working on revamping the scenery between York and Knaresborough currently, so that's all finished now, ready to move forward to. I'm going to work up to Harrogate next and that, so I will do a video and show that off as well in the next week or so. I'm waiting on a build where Holbeck is done. Once that's in, I can do that for you. Again, we've kept the detailing in line with the rest of the route, putting all the telegraph wires in and that up to the houses and stuff. That's been a feature I've done throughout the route, so I didn't want to forget stuff like that and little garden scenes like that, the washing lines up and stuff. Not the highest of quality, but they do the job. Back into play mode. Waiting for his bird seed. I'm just trying to think what else I've sort of done really. Other than that, it's up to here. I've not touched anything this side of the route again yet. Need to figure out what's going on there. I'm hoping we'll do the track change, that goes back to a normal track shade. Seems to be one section that's gone dark, but when you go over it, it sort of goes back to normal. It's a strange one. But yeah, again, only a short video this one. We're going to sort of end it up here and round it up. You'll see more as we move forward. We'll probably end up doing a scenario drive soon enough once we get the train painting, so we can actually do our first proper scenario video. Moving forward soon in that coming weeks and month or two, hopefully. That's what I aim for anyway. Thank you very much for watching this short video, guys. Again, thank you for your huge support and everything. We'll be doing more streams with the route building moving forward into the winter months. Get it finished. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future videos. Leave some comments and feedback. If there's anything you want to ask about the route, do feel free in the comment section. We'll answer as many questions as we can. Don't forget you can catch us on Twitch at various intervals in the week. Just keep your eye out on our Facebook page and on the YouTube community channel. Take care, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.